Hi, welcome back to Keto Over 50. I'm RJ, and I am so excited today. I am sharing Keto Butter Cookies. Super simple recipe. You know, I love when you put everything in one big bowl and it's done. And I also am thrilled that I have a very special guest star coming to join us for the second half of this recipe. So don't go anywhere. You're going to get to meet an extraordinary character later in the video. So let's get started. First, I'm going to take the butter. The recipe will be down below, so don't worry. I am adding the sweetener, which you can adjust if you like something sweeter. 1 egg yolk, which this was so ugly. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even separate it. The recipe calls for just the egg yolk, but I remember as a kid making butter cookies like Spritz cookies. And I remember once we did the Spritz cookies, the butter cookies on the tray, we would brush them with egg white. So I wanted to save the egg white. The shell broke way too quickly. It was a mess. Oh my goodness, it was such a mess. Okay, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. That should make this really yummy. I'm excited. Great. Okay. You know, it's 3/4 cup of butter and it only makes 24 cookies. That's a lot of butter. I always say there's no such thing as too much butter, right? Then all that's left is 1/8 teaspoon of xanthan gum. It doesn't even show in this little cup, and 2 cups of almond flour. That's it. I have to leave here in just a few minutes to go to the airport to pick up our special guest today. So I'm rushing a little bit, but it'll all work out fine because it's such an easy recipe. So easy. Okay. Now the recipe says check for sweetness, and I added a little extra allulose. So I'm sure it's going to be just fine. You know, the less sugar you eat, the less sugar you want to eat. That's not true. That's not true at all. I love sugar. I read something recently. It said if sugar wasn't sugar, if it was just known as a chemical, it would be outlawed. It's so bad for you. So here we are doing what we can to stay on keto and make sugar-free recipes and make our own treats. It's wonderful. Okay, now the recipe called for star chips in a pastry bag that you can just make the cookies that way. I can only find 50 stars, 50 attachments, and I had 1 little pastry bag. But I remembered I had a gun, a Spritz cookie gun, that I don't think I've ever used. So we're going to see if that's going to work. I put a little star tip in there. Can you see that? Okay, against the dark tile. And now I think the spatula might be too big to get it in there. I'm going to use a spoon. If I can get this made, ready to go, and in the fridge before I have to run to the airport. You know, that's the nice thing about keto, isn't it? That you can make your own sweets, your own recipes. None of them really take that long. I mean, unless you're really trying to get fancy, which I've been known to do. But I'm so excited for you to meet my special guest. I haven't seen this person in 6 years. So, oh yeah, going with a spoon instead of the spatula was absolutely the way to go. I think I can shove a little bit more in there. And we'll see if they hold up. They'll be cold by the time, because I'm going to put this in the fridge, they'll be cold by the time I go to press them. So hopefully, we'll have 2 batches. That's fantastic. And look at that. All ready to go with beautiful. Okay, the ratchet has to be at the bottom. I don't want to say this gun is old. Oh, look at that. He's trying already to get going. Now that'll flatten out on the cookie sheet. But this should be fast. And I figured if it doesn't work, I'll use my scoopers. You know, I love my scoopers. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. I'm going to put this in the fridge. And next time I see you, I'll have my very special guest with me. So don't go anywhere. If you're enjoying the content, please hit like and subscribe and share with your friends who are on keto. Look at this. How exciting. I'm back with my special guest. Guess who I have with me? EJ. Without him, none of this would be possible. I flew my dad in from Cleveland, Ohio. He's just turned 2 days ago. Do you want to tell him?
No.
No, 96. He's 96. Do you know anyone who's 96?
I'm still working.
And he's still working. He's an eye doctor and he sees 10 or 15 patients a day. So let me tell you something. Anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. I have enough for 2 guns full of cookies. I don't want that blocking your view. There we go. Now, we're going to see if this works. It might not, you never know, but I've got it set up and I used to make spritz cookies like this. Okay, well, they have technical difficulties already. Come on, cookies. Oh, the oven's ready. It's pushing it down. It's just not pushing it out yet. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I have contact. Boom. She said optimistically. Oh dear. I've got little star pieces coming out. You know, I told you when I made the dough, this may be a job for my scooper ball, but they're butter cookies and I wanted them to be pretty. They're not coming out and they're not sticking to the parchment. Well, this would be some very slow going, wouldn't it? Okay. Abort. Mission abort. These are horrible. You know, Dad, doesn't always work the way I want it to.
Sometimes the best laid plans.
No. Didn't Grandma used to make spritz cookies like this?
Absolutely.
With a gun? With a cookie gun? Okay. So, tip number 1, don't refrigerate the dough before you try to shoot it out. Now, it's supposed to be in a pastry bag, and you make beautiful little flowers. That's not happening. So I have my wonderful little scoopy scoop. You know, I love my scoops to make little meatballs and little cookies. And, you know, the ingredients, almond flour, alternative sweetener. I used allulose, a lot of butter, which is probably what's making them. That's probably what's making them so hard. I took this out of the fridge about an hour ago. So they look like orchietta pastas.
Looking good.
Okay. And the good news is they only have to cook for 10 or 12 minutes. And I'm not going to leave them in little balls. I want to help them to spread out. I'm going to think of some creative little way to smush these down a bit. Should I wash it or throw it out?
No, make the dough a little softer.
Make the dough softer. Well, it'll be softer in no time at all. I have to tell you, Dad, I laugh the whole time I'm in here making stuff. I don't know what's better for my viewers, if it goes really smoothly and easily, or if I have an issue. Someone said I made a jar of candied pecans at holiday time, and I really had trouble tying the bow around the jar. It was one of those ribbons with metal runners through it, and it did not want to cooperate. And someone actually commented, I loved seeing you struggle trying to make a bow. Well, they're going to really enjoy this video. A lot more fun than it looks on TV, doesn't it? Isn't it? On YouTube? I don't know which looks like more fun. Look at how hard this is. You know what it's like? It's like hard butter. I'm always holding a paper towel. Okay. Can you think of how I can flatten these and make them really pretty, like a star, or what's that word you told me to stop using? How about my trusty olive spoon? It has holes in it so you can serve olives. Now watch it stick to the olive spoon. Oh, he's got some polka dots. That guy looks like a worm. Stick him back on there. Hey, it's better than a plain old cookie, huh? Okay, so at this point, I just want to get it done and put them in the oven, okay? They're sticking. Now the dough is starting to get softer. Okay. I chose this recipe because it was going to be very easy, everything in one bowl. And it is. And if I had a decent pastry bag, or maybe even just a Glad bag, you know, and put a star tip in it so that I could squirt out pretty flowers. But the way it was now, after being in the refrigerator for 4 hours, I don't think I could squeeze it through a star tip. If at first you don't succeed, something like that, right?
Try again.
Thank you. Okay. Pretty sad, huh? Okay, they only have to bake for 10 or 12 minutes. So I'll see you right back here. That's why I put it out here. I almost forgot something. When I added the egg yolk to the batter, I mentioned that I kept the white because when my grandma would make butter cookies, we would use the yolk in the batter and then we would brush them with some egg white and it gives them a nice little finish. And I stuck these in the oven forgetting to do that. So I'm going to do that and then we'll catch up and I'll have them in the oven. And then I'll see you right back here and we'll do a taste test and see if they're remarkable for being my little, hey, maybe I'll call these ugly duckling butter cookies because they're pretty ugly, aren't they, Dad? Did you ever go into a bakery and see a cookie like this that looked like this?
Only homemade.
Only homemade. Did you ever go in a bakery and see a cookie like this?
Nope.
Never. Ta-da. We are ready for the taste test. Dad, be my guest. They're very crumbly. And I noticed that the ones, here's a napkin for you. I noticed that the ones that were a little more well done hold together better.
Worth the wait.
Worth the wait. Thank you. God, that's a good butter cookie, isn't it? Mmm. Oh my. Are they sweet enough for you?
Mm-hmm.
You want sugar sprinkles on top? Okay. Thank you so much. What?
I'm sure you can for some people, but so far so good.
Not for keto, we can't. But I don't. The thing is, I don't want anyone to miss sugar sprinkles. You know what we could do too is we could put chocolate. We could melt some Lily's chips and dunk half of these in that and let them harden and dry, and they'd be half dipped in chocolate. We could also use serve them with ice cream, like a little, how you would put a biscotti next to an ice cream. I think with a cup of coffee, these would be great, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today for Keto Butter Cookies. I think it's a keeper. I really do. I'd like to make them a little fancier. Maybe I'll buy a big pastry bag and make swirly swirls and dip them in chocolate next time. But you know what? You're here. You're joining me. I am so grateful for you. Stay beautiful. You know you are. You are, because you're on this journey with me for keto and the keto lifestyle, and we're low carb in it, and we're going to be fit forever, aren't we? I love it. I love you.
Healthy snacks.
Healthy snacks. I like that. I learned from the master, you know? Always talking about nutrition.
You about our family joke. Remember that one?
What was the family joke?
My father sold butter, eggs, and cheese wholesale, and our family joke was, if you're real good, if you died young, instead of going to heaven, you went to Land of Lakes.
We're in the Land of Lakes right now, aren't we? That's funny. Thank you so much. Stay beautiful. I love you. Thank you for joining me here. Please be sure, if you enjoy the content, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share. I love to hear from you. Let me know where you're watching this from. See you next time. This is RJ for Keto Over 50.